What's up, Tropics? In today's video, I'll be reviewing the Charleston. It is a Tier 3 premium cruiser in the United States tech tree. Well, not exactly the tech tree, but it's a part of the United States. Just want to put that out, but the Curie. Pretty much know this ship. I got the ship through the coal resource, which I feel like most people might get it through. So I forgot how much it costs, but say if you want to buy it off of Wargaming, costs $9.20 American. That's US dollars, yep. And maybe it'll display since you know I already purchased the ship. Maybe it'll might display. Yeah, it costs 15,000. I think I had a coupon which allowed me to get it for a bit less. So first, I'm going to start about statistics and comparisons. So I'm just going to go. No, that's not what it. The tech tree. So I'm just going to go scroll through, compare it to other ships, especially the St. Louis right here. This is the most similar. This is what the Charleston is based off of, the USS St. Louis, which is probably one of the most popular Tier 3 cruisers I see personally. I focus when I play a lot of battles with Tier 3 ships, or maybe Tier 2 or Tier 4. I see a lot of St. Louis cruisers. Compared to the Charleston, it has an artillery score 37. Its concealment is 69, maneuverability is 35, and survivability, is 32. Let's say if we compare that to the Charleston, it has 34 for survivability, 39 for artillery, 10 for anti-aircraft defense, 35 for maneuverability, and 69 for concealment. So it has the same concealment and may have the same maneuverability. Also has anti-aircraft guns, but if you get the anti-aircraft guns on the St. Louis, it's obviously going to be probably about the same. Compared to other ones, I can show you right here. So let's compare it to the Tenryu, or however you pronounce that, the Japanese Tier 3 cruiser. As you can see, it does a lot better except for concealment and maneuverability. Also, this one has torpedoes as well, and maybe a little better anti-aircraft defense. So if you get the USSR, we got the Bogatyr, or however you pronounce that. 74 for concealment, 39 for maneuverability, 25 for artillery, so it's not as good as the Charleston. Or maybe I'm reading that wrong. Maybe this one, because it has like those larger cruiser guns, which wish I actually could compare that to the Charleston, so I can easily do some actual comparisons. You got the Kolberg, comparative to it, has better concealment and I think maneuverability. Not as good as artillery as the not the St. Louis, the Charleston. In the UK, we got the Caledon. Has good anti-aircraft defense, also has torpedoes. Not as good as artillery, because the St. Louis and the Charleston are built like tanks. They have really good survivability, pretty good torpedo protection. I mean, if I get struck by a torpedo, it's actually gonna survive pretty well, which has happened. But I mean, it died in that battle, like the battle I'm talking about, where I noticed that. But because I was being spammed by like another little destroyer with tons of torpedo tubes on it, because it was one of those Russian, which usually have a lot of torpedoes on them. Compared to the French one, we got the France. It has not as good as concealment as the Charleston, so, and basically I think what concealment means is its detectability range as well. For Italy, got the Taranto, and scores about the same, and anti-aircraft defense, I think. Also has this one also has torpedoes, maneuverability, and I need to do some like after comparisons. Concealment's better, and survivability, I think it might be the same. For Pan Asia, this one doesn't really actually have one. The Dutch one, got the Java cruiser, has better concealment, I think maneuverability, and better anti-aircraft defenses, because this one, and actually the one that has a lot of them, is the Dayrouter, not the Java. But I'll have to go kind of look at this again. Oops. Survivability, I think it's about the same. Oh, this one. Survivability is better on this one. And actually, I don't know how to comparison. I was about to say maybe the anti-aircraft guns are gonna be a little better on this one. So I'll kind of look at that one again. Yeah, this one has pretty good anti-aircraft defenses on it. So, another thing to taking into account is its high damage per minute. You can do a good amount of damage with these ship's guns, especially considering this one has a lot of guns, and they're pretty strong for a cruiser in this tier. Also has a large HP pool as well, so you're gonna expect at least those are guns. 29,000 hit points, 29,500 actually. For speed, it has 2.0 knots, which is slow for a cruiser. That's one of the things taken into account. Is this ship is pretty slow, like the St. Louis. Also has great damage per salvo, and that's pretty much it for some of those statistics. It also has a permanent camo, which does not have after battle costs, and usually I think costs for, like, say, ammunition and other resources used on ship will cost less than typically does for others. So yeah, some good stats to take into account when we use the ship. And also, the camo does bring economic benefits, although those might have been. Is it still a thing, especially after the day? Also, you get more credits per battle, have a reduced post-battle service cost, which I just said. XP earned playing the ship can be converted to free XP. So, also credits as well. So yeah, I think actually. I think this requires doubloons for credits, not because for XP you have to use it from other ships. So yeah, and like I said, the camo does have economic rewards. So I'm gonna go into a game for this just to show you how some gameplay. And maybe I'm describing some personal experiences, much like I did with the reviewing the Warships USS battleship in my last video. So let's get to a battle. Let's see what kind of players would be paired up with. So yeah, all these ships. Yeah, there's just St. Louis right here. Comparative, this one. I have better surviving artillery, second maneuverability, and better anti-aircraft defenses. So let's just get into this battle. Yes. I was like being positioned in the middle, and that music's really loud. I got to do slot sphere just the music. But when I was playing solo, that makes me have a great video.
Battle starts.
I was jamming out some music as played this game. Also, just as you can see that those guns don't take a long time to load, despite the ship's kind of guns, which is a big plus. Looking at it, it's a pretty nice ship. 4 smokestacks, right back here, you got the anti-aircraft guns. I don't know if these things right here, they're like on that deck right there. I don't know if those are anti-aircraft guns or secondary gun batteries. I think you've got a few more here. There is actually other anti-aircraft guns. I was about to say, as I didn't even know they were there, that the front of the ship doesn't get that much anti-aircraft guns.
On the horizon.
Also, this ship's range is pretty good. Let's hope we can reach that sailings from there. Let's also maybe hope that I don't get struck by torpedoes from other short cruisers. So just position myself kind of protected. Although I've 4 people aiming at me. Yeah, this ship's not gonna get it. Over 3,000 damage right there. Instead, I'm going 3. Maybe I can use a battleship right there. Yes, Sal. Battleship. Did no damage to that one. This is South Carolina. Cruiser is there's torpedoes on it. Like every game like I played before making this video. Oh yeah, I think that's the Kohlberg or the Dresden. That's Kohlberg. Luckily that doesn't have torpedoes because every other round, like I was about to say, like I got struck by torpedoes and died. That's wrong. Personal specs of this ship. Yeah, this ship is built like a tank. It has really great torpedo protection. I mean, not to say like you're gonna get spanned by tier 2 or tier 3 Russian destroyer or a Japanese destroyer. So those things have tons of torpedoes and low torpedo reloading times. And like the ship, even though it's pretty slow, I can still get to a fight real quick. Like me, as slow as like a battleship in this tier. I actually didn't.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
2 battleships right there.
Our team has taken the lead.
Did no damage. Yeah, for a ship like this, I would expect the guns to reload really slow. Reload pretty fast. I'm gonna be reviewing the ship soon, but the Emden, that thing has really fast fire rate. Which is one of the pluses about the Emden, which also can grab through the Prime Gaming, Prime pack. Yes, Prime Gaming. That's how I got it. But you can also pay for it as well, or get through the balloons and the in-game store. Only 495, but what I expect against battleship. Also, this ship's armor is comparable to like a battleship in this class, like this tier. So, pretty good. So that battleship seems minimum damage to me. That battleship. This guy. Plus the Kohlberg, I think, has a pretty fast fire gun too. And a lot of hits with the Kohlberg. Obviously though, this ship can do tons of damage to a cruiser or destroyer, not it does damage to that battleship. But usually it can't really hit battleships that well, especially considering this cruiser does not have torpedoes, which a lot of cruisers and tier 2 do, and also the premium options. Like, this is a lot more.
In sight.
Right.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Collide with each other. Nice. South Carolina. Let's take a hit at lead. Small damage. Get out of here. I don't know what else to say there. Obviously, the South has good armor versus the South Carolina battleship. This fight. Yeah. That is pretty much the gameplay footage right there. And also pretty much it for the comparisons of this ship, and also describing the ship's statistics and my personal experiences, as well as I said, just gameplay footage. So yeah, that was it for the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and goodbye.